Hey there, this is Bloom Post, another video from quarantine. I want to share a little bit about how I have connected with some of the guides that I work with, especially what I would call the star beings and star family that I work with. I'm going to do a few videos so that I can link in with each of them separately to share with you. So today I want to share about the Munari, which is spelled Munari. That's how it sounds phonetically, so that's how I've always spelled it. If you Google, you won't find anything about them. About 12 or 13 years ago, I'm not really sure, maybe more, I worked with a teacher who lives in Mount Shasta, and we were doing a phone session because I was in the mountains of Western North Carolina, and I was working with her on a phone session and receiving a session from her. And her name is Ahuva Natasha, and she's an elder and has been doing energy work for probably decades. And she said that she was going to invite in the Munari to support and assist in the work that we were doing in that moment. I can't remember exactly what we were doing, some sort of activation or something, and or I would call it an activation. I can't remember what her language would be for that. And I saw these beings, walk up towards me where I was sitting, and I saw what they look like to me, and I've learned since then that they really show up however you need them to show up. They'll look for you a way that is resonant and comfortable so that you feel comfortable working with them. They don't want to freak you out by showing up looking really scary or anything. But I saw especially two of them right up close to me, on like either side, right in front of me. And I told her what I was seeing and shared what they looked like, and she said, "You can see them?" And I said, "Well, yeah, you just invited them in." And she had not expected me to see them. I don't think anybody had ever seen them when she invited them in before. And so she started sharing with me about them and telling me that they are a collective energy. We can see them as individuals within that collective, so that you can have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 25 Munari standing around you, working with you. But they are a collective energy, and so they work as a collective energy and psychically link with each other. And so I've worked with them since then, and I have found them to be powerful healers. As she explained to me, they're like doctors, surgeons in the realms, so they can offer psychic and energetic surgeries. And I've worked with them ever since. They were the ones who have brought a lot of different activations that I've received, and then I've shared with others online and in person. They're also the ones who did a prosperity activation on me and with me, and that's something that I share with others as well. And it really amped up my situation because I went from 0 to 60 as far as really stepping into abundance and prosperity and being able to live a life of thriving instead of just surviving. It was a huge shift for me at the time, really, really supportive. And they also show up when I am working on my own things, when I'm working with other people. They're available to work with you. And they do really wonderful psychic and energetic surgeries. I really love to work with them for physical healing because they've literally manifested miracles for people. And they'll work with people that I have in ceremony, and the person may or may not even tell me what their intention is, and the Munari will work with them, and then I'll get an email or a message later telling me of the miraculous healing that happened. So I definitely have personal experience of them creating miraculous healing for people, and I really trust them inherently and appreciate working with them. So if you'd like to connect with them, you can just ask the Munari to work with you, and ask for grace and ease if the energy starts to feel a little intense. You can try to watch what they're doing, but sometimes it makes me a little dizzy because they work so fast. But they're definitely powerful and available in the realms. So just want to share that with you, and I will share about some other energies that I work with and have for many years in some other videos coming up over the next few days. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel at Bloom Post. Check out my website, bloompost.com. I have activations coming up every month and recording of the activations that have already happened, as well as online offerings for empaths and all sorts of fun things. So take care.